chopping up that giant water tank because I need to remove it and it is far too big for me to lift out, even though it's been drained and is now completely empty. It shouldn't be too big a job. I've got plenty of cutting discs and 4 fresh batteries for the angle grinders, so should make short work of it.
As you can see, these types of hot water systems are very common here in Cyprus. Pretty much everyone has one. The way they work is you have a water tank at the top, which then feeds water into the black solar panels underneath. That heats the water, which is then passed into the hot water tank, which provides boiling hot water for the house. They're absolutely genius. They work really well because we have so much sun here throughout the year. Unlike pretty much all of my neighbors, I have this ancient 25-plus-year-old steel tank which had actually rusted through. You can see the little duct tape patch job that I had to do from where it had rusted through the sidewall. It's in a pretty bad state and I had to completely drain it. So to get that done, I cut a couple of holes in it, one at the back to drain the majority and then a couple of slices underneath to drain the last dregs out. And this is it. Time to start slicing and dicing. I'm going to take this apart in pieces because it's way too big and heavy to take down one piece. And then we're going to chuck it over the side. First, I'm getting rid of the aerial for the TV system, which was just tied on with a bunch of old wire. And once that's off, it's time to start cutting. So I just wanted to take this chance to show you just how bad this thing was. You can see it's completely rusted through and there are pieces of rusty metal all throughout the tank that have fallen into the water. Now, this water tank is used for the kitchen sink and the bathroom sink and so on. So all of that rust was coming out with every bit of water that was coming down into the house. So definitely a health hazard and it had to go. Obviously, as I'm cutting away pieces of this tank, it becomes less structurally stable, which, is a bit of a challenge considering I'm about 12 meters up off the ground on the roof here. So I had to be a bit careful and just make sure I took my time so everything was safe and I didn't have any accidents. And that's the tank on. Just need to have a look at this frame and figure out how to best deal with all this rust. And it's joined all the other crap at the bottom of the garden.
Okay, well, that was less painful than expected. I managed to get the whole tank down into bits. Just leaves the frame, which is covered in some surface rust, so I'm going to use the good old trusty wire brush and grind all that back, and then we're going to use some more paint that basically will seal it and rust proof for the future. And then the tank and the frame itself is perfectly good to be used when I get the new water tank delivered, which will this time be plastic and not steel. Hi everyone, and welcome to another beautiful sunset here in Paphos. Behind me you can see the frame of the water tank that I've spent today working on. In the prior clip you'll have seen me dismantle the entire old steel tank, which was very rusty. In doing that though, I realized that actually the frame itself was also covered in rust. So I've had to spend today using the angle grinder and the wire brush to get all of that rust off. It's been a bit warm. In fact, there was a news report today I saw this morning saying that the local workers are stopping work between 1 and 4 because it is so far the hottest day of the year. It's about 35 degrees, but there's a lovely breeze up here, so it's not been too bad actually. And I've got factor 50 degree sunscreen on to be sure, as a good responsible Australian. Slip, slap, slop, it's all been taken care of, so hopefully I won't have them burnt. I have gotten a lot of work done though. I've also managed to spray paint the first part of it, but it turns out I'm short a couple of cans, so I'm going to pop to the local hardware store tomorrow morning and pick up a couple more and finish this off then. In the meantime, thanks for watching.
Super quick road update. This is apparently going to be the cobblestone, which is going to be in sections on the road.
There we go, day 2, about midday. Had a bit of an earlier start, so I've managed to get everything done before it gets stupidly hot. But I think we're good. It's all been derusted, painted. It's all pretty and white now, and it's ready for the new tank.